Guys, it is a new era, a new day and age, and an enlightenment period for men, for the fellas, because you guys have been left in the dark and left on red for far too long. Okay, I'm gonna start making this sound like some kind of speech. For far too long, you've been left on red, right? But it's all good because luckily for us, this is the information age. And information like this is starting to be more and more out there to the public because a lot of guys were in the dark. And I just really want you guys to know that all this trying hard and trying to prove yourself and all of that, that's dead. That's gone, right? If a woman is attracted to you, you do not have to try hard. Why do you think that these bums with not a cent to their name get females, right? And pretty ones too. It's not just ugly ducklings that they, it's not just chicks that are I shouldn't have said that word, that are unfavorable, right? It's really chicks that be real pretty. And you're like, dang, how did they get with that bum? And he didn't do half the stuff that I did. Because a lot of times, a lot of dudes will see a chick get with a guy that did half, if not nothing, that they did. Okay, and that's because these guys, they know that they don't have to try hard if a chick is attracted to them, because for one, they are on the more attractive side, right, to women, and two, they know that all these chicks trying to make them jump through hoops and all that, they're like, whatever, ma. Whatever. I'm not finna do all of that because I know that I can get a chick that is attracted to me. And a lot of guys get mad. They're like, man, I'm a nice guy. I'm a gentleman. And this a-hole and this bad guy, so to speak, he got her with he didn't even move a thumb. He didn't even twitch a finger. And he got this chick. He got this chick bent over like an origami or like a pretzel, like Aunt Annie's pretzel, them good ass pretzels in the mall. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Them soft baked pretzels in the mall. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, making myself hungry. But you guys get what I'm saying. And I'm gonna get into it. This is Tarik Talks, and we're gonna talk about how all of this, he has to prove himself and make six figures and take me to trips and stuff. All that stuff is at the window. And if you're still doing this just to get some pie, just to get some snatch, you're wasting your time. And quite honestly, you're just wasting effort on a chick that really doesn't need all of that. Because let me break it down to you real quick. Let me just say this real quick. The level of entitlement is getting out of control. And this is a large majority of why all of these guys started making these manosphere videos and things of that nature, is because the level of entitlement with not all, but a good number of chicks, the level of entitlement has surpassed levels of being tolerable, right? It just surpassed levels of sanity. Even it's insane, it's complete, it's ludicrous, right? Roll out, shit is ludicrous. Me and my can't stop that. It's just it's ludicrous. And this is why a lot of these videos are being made. Now, you guys know I'm not a big fan of a lot of these angry videos that these dudes make back to back, talking about modern females this and modern 304s that. I'm not a big fan of that. But, with everything, there's validity in everything. With everything, there is something to be taken from. And I get it, because a lot of these chicks are just really going out their way to be entitled. And a large contributor to that is, hey, look, we as men, we got to take responsibility, is simps. Okay? Yes, the guys that are taking these random chicks that they randomly meet on the internet, taking them to $1,000 something trips and eating and all of that. Now these chicks think all guys are like that. But And same chick behind closed doors, the one that's on IG acting like her life is glamorous and, you know, she's in Miami, even though some old dude in the background, some old chubby dude in the background paid for her trip, right? Now she has to do some strange things to him. Okay, she got to do some strange things to the 50-year-old guy that's a little chubby around the waist, right? And probably needs some blue chews and Viagra for his thing to work. She's not going to show that guy. She's only going to show her expensive plate and her taking pictures in front of some ocean. She's not going to show the dude who took her out to do all that. With you know, with his high blood pressure, she's not going to show his high blood pressure medication that he got to take. You dig what I'm saying? But the same chick that's making one guy do all of that behind closed doors is getting her hair snatched at by some guy who barely did anything for her, okay? And she's getting her hair snatched out, bent over, backwards, bent out of shape, and he knows this, right? These type of guys, see, that's the thing that we can take from players or men who do well with women, whatever you want to call them. This is what you can take, that they mess with chicks that they know aren't going to come at them with all these requirements and he has to take me out on trips and all of that. They know that they don't have to do that if the chick is truly attracted to him. All they got to do is, hell, just have a simple convo. Because, guys, let me tell you something. Sexual attraction or sexual attraction for YouTube's sake, sexual attraction does most of your work. That's going to do the majority of your work. And a lot of guys are still in the dark, but luckily, like I said, more and more guys are learning with these type of videos. But a lot of guys are still in the dark and feel like they have to prove themselves as the most eligible bachelor and blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not saying be a bum. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. Because, hey, look, let's be honest. This is a caveat to this whole thing. If you want a respectable woman, okay, or a woman that has some kind of decency, yeah, of course, she's going to be looking at your living habits, your hygiene. Hey, look, maybe even your finances, but not on a gold digging level, on a level of, is this dude respectable? Okay. But she's not going to require you to jump through hoops. See, this is what a lot of guys on the manosphere don't specify. Even if she does look at your, hey, look, maybe your financial standings or the way you carry yourself, the way you interact, the way your vocabulary is. Yes, all of this stuff accounts for something, because a woman that grew up in a more suburban or prim and proper environment isn't gonna want a dude holding his nuts, talking about no cap, dog. You know, like, she's not. I'm just being for real. Vice versa, no chick that grew up in the hood or grew up in a city is gonna want some guy talking about, me lady, I will now take you out on this glorious and very fun-filled adventure tonight. She's not gonna want that. Okay, so of course those type of aspects are gonna be taken into consideration, but like I said, all of those hoops are not gonna be in place. See, I be seeing a lot of guys, here's what happens. They look at these IG models, quote unquote, and I'm using air quotes because the word model, I mean, that word has been dragged through the mud, because a long time ago, I forgot what Drake song it was, but he said, if you weren't on Vogue, you ain't a model, something of that nature. And this is a sentiment that I've had since this whole social media thing blew out of proportion, and some chick living in a one bedroom, you feel me, with an air mattress, taking selfies, calling herself model. Okay, so that whole word model is taken out of context, because behind closed doors, you don't know how these chicks are living, dog. Like, I'm telling you guys, another major reason of why a lot of guys are trying to jump through these hoops and prove themselves, so to speak, is because they pedestalize these chicks. Guys, I'm telling you, a lot of these chicks on social media taking all of these selfies and all of glamorous selfies and calling themselves models and stuff. Their life behind closed doors, you know, they're driving an '05 Altima, right? That when that mug cranks up, it sounds like a horse. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how horses sound? Like struggling, like battery stalling type of stuff. Okay. And you don't see the stuff they do behind closed doors. And really, they're glorified S workers. They're glorified bump and grind workers. We'll use that term. They're bump and grind workers on the low, meaning they take money in exchange for schlongs. And I'm being for real. You feel what I'm saying? They are taking money for ding dongs. And I'm not talking about the kind that you buy in HEB or in Kroger's, the chocolate dessert. I'm talking about 50-year-old ding dongs. Okay. So I'm just saying, and a lot of guys, they glamorize or they fantasize about these chicks that they see on the internet, and they feel like they got to do all of this stuff. Oh man, she bad, man. She bad. She probably want a dude that makes 6 figures. And man, bro, no, she got banged out last night by a random guy she met in the club. Okay, she got banged out from some random guy she met at a bar. Okay, now I'm really talking about now in this example, I'm talking about the lower end chicks, but like I said, the respectable ones as well, same concept. Now I said that to say this is that even they don't need you to jump through all those hoops. They're gonna want to see you. They're gonna want to spend time with you, even if it's just going out to a simple park, getting some ice cream, getting a drink or two if you drink, coming to your crib. It's easy. They're gonna do this type of stuff if they're attracted to you. And like I said, but fellas, always remember, if a chick is making it seem like it's the most difficult thing for you to talk to her, or she's being unresponsive, it doesn't mean she's hard to get. It just means she's not attracted, right? If she's not responding, it's not that she's busy or she, hard to get and you got to work for her. No, it just means that she don't want to talk. But unfortunately, we got a lot of chicks that will take numbers or give you their social media just so you can like all of their pictures and give them free validation, things of that nature, right? So, all in all, you guys need to know that if it's hard, if you feeling like you got to go through forms and resumes and business interviews to be with this chick, it's just not what it is, because she let some other guy see her for free. Okay, anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. Peace.